to my channel. My name is Elena, also known as Fashionlayn on the gram, and welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another video and I'm so happy for you guys to be here, to see me. It's been a long time coming, okay? I have just been lollygagging, doing my own thing, and I'm back with a video. So today's video is 7 things that I wish I'd known before I started thrifting. You know, definitely in my whole thrifting journey, I had made a lot of little errors when I first started. I had, was overbuying and just buying up a whole bunch of stuff that I was not for sure. So that's what we're about to talk about today. I'm about to show y'all 7 things that I wish. But first, I wouldn't be me if I didn't show y'all the outfit of the day. This is a thrifted outfit. So first of all, I have this beautiful blazer. This is a Talbot blazer. It's cut nicely. It's real cute with my Gloria Vanderbilt jeans. These jeans are giving, they're cinched in the waist. It's giving me a mom flair, but I'm not a mom. And this outfit is lit, okay? And the other thing that I got was this beautiful leather, genuine leather bag that I got from the thrift store, if you can see it. Now y'all know, let's keep it real, I love a good handbag. And this bag is super sturdy. It has pockets, and I love bags like this that has like these multiple different pockets on the inside. You know, you can put a lot of stuff in it. As you can see, I already wore it. This bag was $5. Genuine leather. This says genuine leather here. And it's beautiful. And it has these gold little fasteners and a gold little button here. Little things like that. And those, it's beautiful. I like it. You know, you could definitely tell it was really worn, but it's still in a good shape, good quality. The leather is buttery soft, and I love that. This jacket was a 2-piece set. It also has like gold buttons, if you can see right here. This is beautiful. Gold jacket here. It's a double breast blazer, if that makes sense. I believe that's what it is. If not, I will link it in the description box. But this jacket is giving, and I love it. And because it was a two-piece set, it was I believe $12, but I only really wanted the blazer, so I just bought the blazer. And I plan to just like either sell the skirts because I can't fit them at all. Either sell the shirts or redonate them and just put them back into, somebody else would like them. And then for the jeans, like I said, these are Gloria Vanderbilt jeans, and these are giving. And the butt is looking cute, okay? So I just paired this up. You can definitely wear this with some sneakers, give it a casual effect, or wear with your cute fab boots, anything like that. Real simple. You don't have to do too much. This fit is definitely very casual, so you really don't have to do much to look like a bomb. And I got my braids done, so what anywho, so let's get into these 7 tips, 7 great tips that you all should know to not make the errors that I make. So let's get into it. Okay, so the things that I wish I knew first before I started thrifting was to definitely make a plan. My issue was that I just would go to the thrift store and just buy whatever that came to mind. If I saw something that looked cute, I wanted to get it, and I would just buy it and didn't have any thought process. The one key factor that you should take away for the tip number 1 is definitely make a plan when you go to the thrift stores. It's easy. You can easily get overwhelmed in the thrift store and overbuy so easily. So make sure when you go into the thrift store, set a plan. Make yourself a plan like, okay, I'm only going to, I want a blazer, so I'm only going to look at the blazers from the men's section, petite as well as women's section, or whatever the case might be. Have a plan set when you go into the thrift store, because easily any new beginners that go into the thrift store, you can easily become overwhelmed and just like, I don't know what to do. So when you go into the thrift store, before you do anything, make a plan, set a goal as to what you want to do when you go into the thrift store. So that's my tip number 1. And also I want to add about making a plan is to create a wish list. A wish list is definitely another great way to plan your way when you go into the thrift store. When you have a wish list, you know exactly what you want to hit up and what you want to look at, so you won't spend your time like overly overwhelming yourself looking at things that you're not really set to get into. So just make a plan for yourself. That's tip number 1. Okay, so tip number 2 is definitely you want to dress for the occasion. Now, honestly speaking, most thrift stores, especially we're all still in a pandemic, a lot of thrift stores definitely don't have a place where you could try on things. So why would you? The thing that I had the issue with before I started thrifting was that I would just go into the thrift store and just speculate. Oh yeah, this will fit. Oh yeah, this will work. And then when I get there, when I take it back home and try it on, it would never fit. So the best key to take away from tip number 2 is to dress for the occasion. It's best that you wear something skin tight when you go to the thrift store. So I usually wear some leggings and a tight top or some type of tight jumpsuit, so you can easily try on your goods that you find that are interesting within the store. So some thrift stores definitely don't have fitting rooms, and as because we're in a whole pandemic, sometimes you can't try the things on inside of a store. So it's best for you to wear something skin tight, and you could try it on over your clothes, and once you could get a feel for it, and then that'll be easy for you. It'll stop you from overbuying things that you don't need, or think on things that might not necessarily fit. So with the best tip is to make sure you dress for the occasion. Wear something skin tight, sis. Put it on, try it on over your clothes, and check the mirror out and be like, okay, does this work for me? Does this feel right? Do I need this? Do I not need that? And you can go from there. That will definitely. Okay, so tip number 3. Now this one is specifically for the folks that like to pay with debit cards and things of that nature. Now the worst thing that happened to me was that I would shop with my card, and if you're a person that likes to shop affordable and shop affordable, like it's sometimes you want to set a budget. So tip number 3 is make sure you shop with cash only. One, that will eliminate you from overspending because you have a set amount that you're going to spend when you go into the thrift store. That will stop you from overspending. 2, the reason why I say shop with cash only is because a lot of stores really don't take cash now. Really don't take debit cards or have the equipment for debit cards or credit card transactions. So it's best for you to have cash on hand. That will help stop you from overspending. And on top of it, just think about some of these thrift stores now, like your big main thrift stores like the Salvation Armies and the GOODWILLs, they have cards, but some of these small thrift stores might not take cards or credit cards, debit cards, things of that nature. So make sure you have cash only. And when you have cash only, the best thing is it helps you budget your money out, because easily when you go into the thrift store, you can overwhelm yourself, have a whole bunch of stuff, and just be buying stuff that is not necessary. So it will help you not overspend. It'll help you budget it out, and then you can also get what you actually really, really want. So shop only with cash, because my biggest mistake was when I first started thrifting, I would shop with my card and be buying up a whole bunch of stuff, and then I'm like, why get this? I was in the moment. So make sure you shop with cash only, because it's definitely a good way to budget, as well as some of the stores don't have the equipment. So that's tip number 3 that I wish I know. Okay, so tip number 4 is definitely the thing that I wish that I'd known about shopping at thrift stores before I started, was that location is key. Location is definitely key. If you're looking for like top-notch brands or vintage pieces and things like that, you want to shop based off the location. So if you shop, so me, I stay in I live in Detroit. I'm from Detroit, born and raised, and you might want to think about shopping in places that have a higher income or some form of that nature. So for me, it would be West Bloomfield Hills. I would go to Bloomfield Hills, West Bloomfield Hills, because of the money factor. These people have money. So with that being said, they're giving away some vintage pieces. So at first, when I first started shopping at the thrift store, I would just go to one of my local thrift shops. But if you're really looking for quality pieces, the best bet is to shop based off the location. So wherever the people have the highest income in, you might want to try their local thrift store, because you might find some nice vintage pieces there. And for me, I was making my mistake because I was shopping locally, and sometimes I wouldn't find anything because either the pieces were already gone or the thrift store was overshopped. Nothing against anybody that in certain areas that have to shop at the thrift store. I just want to throw that out there because, hey, you got to do what you got to do. And the thrift store is a very great way of buying your clothes affordable, and it's a sustainable thing. However, if you're a person that's looking for a little bit more top-notch things, some brands that are more of higher scale designer pieces, then sometimes you might want to go and shop in a location that has a bigger, higher little tax bracket or higher income, whatever. So, I mean, to each his own. So that is tip number 4 that I would say. It's definitely if you're trying to shop on the affordable side but find some banging brands, you might want to go to your area that got a little cash money and see what they donate, and you might make out with some piece that is flat. So okay, so now this is one thing that I messed up on, is some of these thrift stores definitely charge a small tax or small percentage if you use one of their bags. I know that they have to make money and things of that nature. So I got one, I think a Salvation Army that I went to, they charged me because I needed a bag. So I had to use a bag, to put my goods in. I had tons of stuff, so they charged me for that. Don't quote me on that. However, I know that some thrift stores do charge you for a bag if you don't bring your own. So the tip number 5 is to definitely bring your own shopping bag so you can avoid those taxes. Some places definitely do charge. I'm just checking my phone. Some thrift stores may charge you for bags or baskets, and baskets might not be available. So in order to help you budget yourself, shop with the bag, and once you fill that up and you got all the pieces that you want, set it to the side, get rid of it or whatever. This will help remedy if a shopping basket is not available, as well as some thrift stores do charge you for a bag. So to avoid that cost, just bring your own bag, and it's definitely another sustainable piece. If you are very active about keeping the world, have a green thumb such as myself and all about sustainability, there's nothing wrong with bringing a recyclable bag and just the stuff that you find, just put it in there, give it to them, fold it back up, put it in the bag, and be on your way. So that's also a tip that I wish I would have known. I believe it was a Salvation Army, honestly, that they charged me a small tax. And now it wasn't that big of a deal, but if you are just staunch about, crunching your coins, which is nothing wrong with that, I'm all for it. Just bring your own bag. It's definitely sustainable, and sometimes some of these thrift stores, these smaller thrift stores, don't have baskets to shop with, and you have to put so much things on your hand, and that could definitely get overwhelming. So the tip that I say that you should definitely take away from this is just bring your own shopping bag. There's nothing wrong with it. Put them clothes in that bag. Done. Period. So tip number 7. Okay, this is major, and if you rocking with me all so far, make sure you please like this video and let me know in the comment section what tip you vibe with the most. But this one is major key. Okay, this is one that I wish I would have known before I started thrifting. Okay, please people, please, my good sis, my good bro, make sure you inspect every piece that you pick, okay? Because what I would do, now this was a very big pain point for me. I would, would see something, I'd be like, yes, I love this, and then when I get home, I would see something wrong with it. And it's not like you can take it back. You bought it from the thrift store, you can't take it back, or, I mean, what are you gonna do? You're gonna spend your money for it. And so the best tip that I can tell you is to look at me. Make sure you inspect every good thoroughly. Look on the inside, check the lining of it, check every piece of it, because some things you won't see because you're so enthralled with how it looks and things like that. You will miss small stuff that might be a big factor when you get home. Check the pockets, check that, like I said, check the lining on the inside, check everything that you need to, because some of these goods are just being slightly inspected when they come through, and sometimes they're not even being inspected like that. They're placed on the hanger, they're not even washed, and they just go on to the rack. So inspect your goods. Whatever you are deciding that you're going to spend your money on or that you like very much, look at every piece of it. Determine if it's something that you can fix or cannot fix, because it'll save you from buying things that you might not can't fix again, and then you bought it, spent your money, you can't take it back, and then you end up redonating it anyways or throwing it away. So with that being said, before you make your final decision, make sure you, so I want to hear it, make sure you inspect everything. Okay, so there you have it. 7 tips that I wish I would have known before I started thrifting. I have made so many errors when it comes down to thrifting, and that's okay, but I learned during the process, and that's why I care about you enough. If you are a new beginner to thrifting, which I'm still somewhat of a beginner, but over the course of time, I've read and learned different things on how to make my thrifting experience better each time, and every time I go, I find something is getting better and better. Also, I do want to mention, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on this video if you loving what I'm giving, because it is giving. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Also, make sure you check out my blog, Fashionlayn.com. I'm gonna link it right over here so you can see a little preview of what I have on my content. I share a lot of different affordable goods, affordable brands, affordable everything, as well as thrifted goods that I find at the thrift store, because that's a part of my whole affordable type thing. Make sure you check my blog out at Fashionlayn.com. Also, make sure you follow me on the gram, because I also share a lot of my first sight of things that I've gotten from the thrift store on my Instagram first, on my stories. So make sure you follow me out at Fashionlayn on Instagram. I'll link that in the description box also. And I just want to say thank you so much for watching my video. Happy thrifting, happy affordable shopping, and all that good stuff. And we lit, okay? We lit. Hey, peace, y'all.